Welcome back, children, to the second episode of the history chapter Tribes, Nomads, and Settled Communities. In the last episode, you had learned about the two societies, caste based societies and tribal societies, and the features. In this episode, let's try to learn more about the tribal people. Where did they live? What type of profession or occupation they practiced? And what were the developments in their kingdoms? Now, historians say that they have very little information about tribes. Reason being, most of the tribes did not keep written records except few. However, they of course passed on. They preserved their rich customs and oral traditions. How did they preserve their custom and tradition? They passed it on to their new generations. We also have the system or the tradition in our societies which are definitely not written anywhere, but it is passed on from the grandparents to parents and to their children. Same way, tribals also passed on their customs and traditions. Now, looking at their location, these tribals, they were found in almost every region of the subcontinent. So, starting from the northwest, we see in Punjab, Khokhar and Gakkars were the powerful tribes. Then, when we look at Multan and Sindh area. Why I am talking about Multan and Sindh also? Because we are talking about Indian subcontinent. So when looking at Multan and Sindh, the Langas and the Argans were the powerful tribes of that region. Then Balochis. Balochis were very powerful tribe in the northwest, along with Western Himalayas, the shepherd tribe of Gaddis. So we see in Punjab, we had Khokhar and Gakkar tribes. In Multan and Sindh, Langas and Argans. The northwest, Balochis, and Western Himalaya, the Gaddis. Then when we move to the northeastern part of subcontinent, we have the Nagas and Ahoms. Moving further east, in present day Bihar and Jharkhand area, Chero chiefdoms had emerged, where Raja Man Singh, very famous general of Akbar's court, one of the Nauratn of Akbar, was from this tribe. Then in the region of Orissa and Bengal, and some parts of Bihar and Jharkhand also, we see Mundas and Santals. So this is how they were scattered all over in the northwest, northeast and the eastern region. Now moving on to the west and the central part. In the west, that means Maharashtra and Karnataka region, Kolis and Berads were there. And talking about Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh, more of Deccan and Central India, the famous tribe of Bhils and Gonds were stationed in these areas. So we see how they were rather scattered all over the Indian subcontinent. Now we have already seen that there was equality in these tribal communities. They did not had any set rules as it was prescribed by the Brahmins, but they had their own way of living, which was a very peaceful one and self-sufficient. However, now how these nomad and mobile people lived, because if you remember in the previous episode I had told you that some of them were farmers, but some were the nomadic uh, pastoralists and herders also. Now, nomadic pastoralists, they move over long distances with their animals. They lived on milk and other products. They exchanged wool, ghee, etc. with the settled farmers for grain, cloth, utensil, and other products. They also brought these goods as they moved from place to place because some of the tribes were wanderers. And when we talk of the moving tribes, the Banjaras, very famous, who had worked who used to work for Sultan Alauddin Khalji to transport grain to the city markets. Along with this Banjaras, there were some other tribes also practicing different professions. Many pastoral tribes reared and sold animals. They sold it to prosperous people. Then some caste were the castes of entertainers who performed in different towns and villages for their livelihood. So, dear children, I hope you have understood in this episode the location of these tribes and the profession or the occupation they practiced. Goodbye.